Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. They've rotated up the format again, and so we have today Quick Draft Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, which I believe we played a few games of ages ago on camera. But I'm definitely less familiar with it than with the other two formats we've played recently, Zendikar Rising for sure, and probably Eldraine as well. Anyway, let's get started here. I have a couple of different draft guides open so I can try to understand what's going on. I've also got this thing. I thought the tricolor lands were insane to pick up early. There's also primal. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to go like this so that it doesn't. No, it still covers stuff. Well, I mean, this is not so bad, I guess. I can't see the numbers now, but I can at least tell the ordering. So Primal Empathy, is it any good? At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control a creature with. Okay, so this is this scales green blue stuff. This fits in the mutate deck ideally, right? That's kind of blue green's theme, I think. Big creatures and mutate. Oh, fine, get out of here, Drassim. You're just useless. Escape Protocol. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1. Interesting. Okay, so it's cycling is one of the big themes in this set. There's a lot of cycling printed, especially in red, white, but also some in blue and a little in the other two colors. And it's all colorless cycling, so you can actually play it even if you're playing a red-white deck, you can pick up blue cards if you just want to cycle, for example. And there's stuff that rewards you for doing cycling, such as this. This is not that exciting a feature, as far as I can imagine. It's a cool way to dodge enchantments that pacifism effects and so on. Oh, target, yeah, you control under. Okay, so right, it's only your stuff. You can't destroy enemy enchantments on their things with this. It could be it's useful in some decks, I'm sure, but not something you would first pick. Primal Empathy is probably a little bit slow, maybe a lot slow. Now, this Trumpeting Gnar is I think a good enabler for the green-blue mutate idea, right? It's relatively cheap to play as a creature, and you can kind of stack up mutate triggers on it. There's a lot of when this creature mutates, do something. Now, where's this migratory whatever horn that it thought I should draft first? Here? Ah. It's a green ramp mutate thing, sure. So this is cool. It helps you ramp and thin your deck at the same time. They're sort of similarly good. What is this healer thing that it thinks is good? Here. Oh, it's a cycling card that likes cycling cards. Sure. I mean, Trumpeting Gnar, obviously, if it gets out of control, it's pretty insane. I'm a little surprised that, it doesn't think multicolor lands are just good. It thinks it's, not horrible. Where is it? Here? 2.3 versus 2.7? Oh, but since I'm not already in those colors, it thinks it's not as good as it might have been. That's a little weird. White, black, green, I guess is not a color pair or a color set that you would care that much about, but every tricolor thing has some stuff that activates it. But okay, fair enough. Maybe I should just be picking a card that does something. The Gnar, I think, is a reasonable choice. I'm not excited to go with the Great Horn, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should be. Maybe that's a good point. Is like it's easier to play because you don't have to be in green and blue, and it draws you lands, which is pretty cool. Oh man, all these cards are like I've seen them, but I no longer remember which ones are good. Like Adventurous Impulse, I think is not quite as bad as it looks. Yeah, still not good. So I mean, it's like what's the 2-mana card in Zendikar that's like that? That's like look at 6 cards, reveal a creature, and put it in your hand. I don't remember. It's got the word adventure in it somewhere, I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to take like the multicolored land. And also, it's blue. Oh, I thought that was white, black, green. Blue, black, green enables the blue green stuff pretty well. Like one of the things that I like that I know about this format is like, okay, I don't know very much. I'm bad at this format, right? But I found one guide that recommends like not so much thinking of like what is the synergy for this color pair, so much as like some themes that kind of cross colors in general. And one of them is just playing lots of colors and picking good cards in all of those colors, because there's so many ways to get multiple colors here, and good cards that cross multiple colors are fairly common. So I'm like kind of tempted to just pick up the 3-color land. I suspect that this guide is probably just wrong and that's not a great plan, but you know, who am I to say? I'm bad at Magic and I don't know this set very well. I mean, it's not that much worse than one of these cards, and it keeps me more flexible. I think I'll go for it. There you go. Land first. That's how you draft. If you draw a card, put a counter on it. When you've put 8 counters, you create an 8/8. Sure. Porcuparrot? Oh, interesting. It has an ability that lets it like deal damage based on how often it's mutated. That seems pretty powerful. Weaponize the monsters? Seems bad. Solid footing. Yeah, I mean, this is also... I mean, it's Sizzling Barrage, but better, and in white. Solid footing. 1 mana, flash, +1/+1. If it has vigilance, it blocks based on toughness instead of... or it does damage based on toughness instead of power. Weird. Counter a creature spell. It's pretty good as counters go, I think. Alright, what is Drafts gonna think? Weaponize the monsters, really? I thought that was bad. I mean, Essence Scatter is also fine, I think. Ominous Seas, really? I believe this is also a fairly slow set. Oh my god, we can take more blue-green. Why take cards? You can just take lands. I don't know about that idea. So blue, green, and black is what I have at the moment. Ominous Seas. I mean, it looks fun, doesn't it? It's probably not good. By the way, why is Porcuparrot like not at the top of this list? It seems like the best card here. It's, you know, it has bad... Apparently it's much worse than Weaponize the Monsters. I guess because you have to like mutate it a fair bit. But like, it's free. I guess Weaponize the Monsters is very cheap. That's true. It does fix a lot of combat issues you might have, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, it makes like 1/1 tokens much stronger. Alright, I'll play with Ominous Seas. Like, is it bad? Probably. Is it fun? Maybe. If it goes off once, it should be fun, right? Here's a cycling. I think this is a good card, right? Oh, but there's a green black thing here that's ramp and lets you mill yourself. There are cycling cards that are like for cards in your graveyard with cycling. It's good. But okay, Boon of the Wishgiver is in fact good because it's cycling if you draw it early, and if you draw it late, it's like insane draw. So fair enough. Sonorous Howlbender. I mean, probably not, right? We're multicolor, but I don't know if 4 is really like this is. I don't know if this is the time to start picking up four colors. Insatiable Hemophage. 4 mana, Death Touch, Mutate. Oh, that seems pretty cool. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Deals damage equal to the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. If it would die, exile it. Okay, sure. Anticipate, I think, is fairly okay. Blue spell? I don't know. It seems like badish. Why isn't this... Right, I talked about this before, I think. Why isn't this just scry 3, then draw 1? Answer, because then you could bottom deck all 3 of them and then take the top card. So why isn't this scry 2, draw 1? Because it's a little bit stronger than scry 2, draw 1, and a little bit weaker than scry 3, draw 1. Okay. I mean, this is kind of fun, but I don't know if we need another 6 mana card right now. The Hemophage seems probably fine. That's my guess. Anticipate, really? 0.6 or okay, so it does think Insatiable Hemophage is better. It's just noticing that I'm like more blue than black right now. That's fine. I want to have several colors. Give me a Hemophage. Bastion of Remembrance. Now I believe this is actually like, I don't know. There are decks that can create like tokens or something that this is pretty good for. I don't imagine it's very good for us. Really? I mean, okay, it's just like noticing it's a decent first pick, and also we have some black, I guess is what they're saying here. Chris Station, what a name. Where's this Dranith Stinger thing it's talking about? Here? Oh, no thanks. I don't see any reason yet to mill 2 cards. This is black-green ramp, which, you know, could be a thing, but... I mean, together with the Hemophage, it's kind of something, I guess. Also, well, no, the token it creates is human, so you can't use that for mutating stuff. Okay, I don't know. We'll just be picking good cards for a while and see what happens. Barrier Breach. Exile up to 3 enchantments. That's very powerful, but very situational as well. Monstrous Step. Okay. Makes it very large, and you can make it kill something. I believe, though, that, like, the Brushwag is not horrible. And the Honey Mammoth is some good late game, although... It's not really what we need right now. We need something small like this, I think. A small creature that you can mutate with. Oh, I didn't even see Weaponized Monsters is here again. Hampering Snare? I don't really want that. It really thinks I should pick this up and go, like, I don't know, 4-color? I know it's not really aware of this land and the fact that I sort of want green as well. I'm not married to it by any means. I don't have any green stuff yet. I could throw this away. But I don't really want to add red. Like, I'd rather just add a 1-mana creature that I can use to stay alive a bit. White, black, or green. I mean, it's a thing. Corpse Churn. Mill 3 cards and put a creature from your graveyard in your hand. Okay. We could just take another Hemophage. You get 2 Hemophages mutating into each other, and they do a lot of damage, obviously. Alright. This Poacher is not very good, I think. Corpse Churn's not amazing. It has, like, Anti-Menace. Wilt is like, it's got cycling. Two mana cycling is a lot worse than 1 mana cycling, so I'm not that excited about it. It likes the Poacher. Yeah, I just like don't see myself getting to use that very much. Even the Bastion, like, I don't know, it's good synergy with the Bastion. If I ever draw stuff that makes one of those good, they'll both be good. So fine, I guess. Probably not going to use Escape Protocol. Thieving Otter is kind of cute. It's a good mutate target. But it does cost 3. I think Plummet is like fairly bad. Yeah, Thieving Otter. Okay, fine. Another Poacher. Survivor's Bond. Not very impressed with that. Or just a blue-green land. I think I would rather have the blue-green land, right? I don't think another Poacher is that exciting to me. Now there's this black-green thing, which ramps me, which seems nice. And it's a 2-mana 3/1, which is not even all that bad. Gust of Wind. I'm not going to have flying creatures very often. If you do, it's a pretty good card, of course. Or here's like a 3-mana green dude. You know, wouldn't mind some 3-mana stuff. I don't know. Gust of Wind, huh? I don't know if I can justify that with no flyers. It's not really worth casting for 4, I don't think. I'd rather just have like another creature that can get me to my expensive stuff. A black-green land or Unexpected Fangs. I think I'll take the land. Like, that's just not a very good card. I think. Yeah. And then I mean, it's 2 mana draw a card, and then later it has a fairly small effect at some point when it could be useful. Or I could just take like a 4-mana creature that you might, say, mutate into. Actually, have I taken any mutate cards? Yeah, right, I have these guys, yeah? Where are they? Here. It's not amazing. You don't even really want to mutate into a 1/6 anyway. The fact this has flash is kind of cute. You like use it to make 1/1s a little bit sadder than they otherwise would be, or like even better 3/1s. But I think Sleeper Dart is just like a little better. Yeah. I'm not excited to run it though, so sideboard it is for now. Sudden Spinnerets. It's not horrible. Let's draft it for now. Oh, it's one of these companions. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Each non-land card in your deck has a different name. Blue, red. So it's a flash creature that lets you copy a spell, an instant or sorcery, when you play it. So I believe all the companions are pretty nuts if you are willing to run a Highlander deck. Well, are you willing to meet their conditions, which in this case would be a Highlander deck. We only have one duplicate already. We would have to put in some red, but we've got a lot of like a flexible mana base. We don't even have to put in red. You can play this for 1 UU, right? 1 blue. We should be able to do that reasonably often, right? But okay, what else is there? Charge of the Forever Beast. As an additional cost, reveal a creature card from your hand. Deals damage to target creature equal to the revealed card's power. Interesting. So, I don't have a lot of big creature cards that I will have in my hand. Back for more? Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. I honestly don't have that many big creatures that I would want to return. The Bushwag is kind of cute because you can return it as a 1/1 and then buff it, and then it fights as like a 4/4. Kind of cute, right? Dreamtail Heron. It's a 5-mana flying mutate target. Sure. Startling Development? Right, it turns into a 4/4. It has cycling. It's probably fine to pick. Not excited about the Blister Spit Gremlin. Humble Naturalist is a color fixer and a ramp card. I think honestly Lutri the Spell Chaser is probably better, and then remove the Insatiable Hemophage duplication, perhaps. Like, what are my instants and sorceries? Sudden Spinnerets kind of sucks, but sure. I guess that's the other problem, is I don't have much else. Boon of the Wishgiver, that's very optimistic, right? Just let me spend like 9 mana on drawing 8 cards. It's probably not that important. Yeah, maybe the problem with this is that it's like high value, but not unless you have the right cards to go with it. Because I think we could play it. I don't know. The thing is, like, the argument that I read in favor of like playing these companions pretty aggressively is that even if you don't get that much out of their effect, they're okay creatures, which kind of effectively start in your hand in a way. Although, actually, I think this draft guide was written before the change to companion rules. It used to be you could cast it from you could you could just cast it directly instead of paying 3 to put in your hand and then having to cast it. So it's kind of like starting with an 8-card hand. What is this guy saying? Always starting with an 8-card hand, one of which is always a solid to amazing creature. Yeah, so I think that this was... Well, it was written in like April. When did Ikoria come out? It came out in April, didn't it? Yeah, okay, so they changed the rules since then, though, I believe. MTG Companion rule change. In June, maybe? New companion rule. Yeah, well, I know what the new one is. What was the old one? I just wanted to confirm. The original rules stated that once during the game, you're allowed to cast it from your sideboard. I see. So now it's more like you put it from your sideboard into your hand, I think. Yes, it starts in your sideboard. I see. Yeah, so they made it cost 3 additional mana. Basically, which is a pretty serious nerf. This is like the one companion that is super easy to play in limited, though, right? Because you don't draft a lot of things with the same name that often. Alright, it thinks Back for More is totally fine, though. It thinks... Oops, where's Lutri? There it is. 3.9, wow. So it thinks Lutri really is still an insane card. It just doesn't like it in our colors. And like, it's sort of hard to disagree with that, but I still want it. I don't get to play companions very often. Back for More is fine, but just like being able to draw another creature without having to spend a card on it is pretty cool. I'll give it a try. Oh, but sideboard it, please. Mystic Subdual. 2 mana, flash, enchant. It loses all abilities. Yeah. So one of the things I've been trying to figure out is like understanding the rules around losing all abilities. I think you have to like understand layers and shit, because like if something's enchanted with like it gets +2/+2, it still has +2/+2, even though it loses all abilities, and that thing was an ability. But it's like a characteristic defining ability, which is applied differently. It's like, I don't know. The rules of Magic are designed in a way that they mostly work pretty well, even if you don't understand what the rule are. You just read the text and the obvious thing happens. But when there's conflicts, like, what if you enchanted something with like this? The attached creature is 3/3, and you enchanted also with something that's like this creature is 2/2. Like, what do? There have to be rules to resolve that. Or like this creature gets +2/+2. Which one do you apply first? And there's rules for all of that, and I don't know what they are, but anyway. I believe it does not take away like enchantments that give it bigger characteristics. I don't think we want another one of these things that's just like relies on me running a ton of blue. Facet Reader. Oh, I like this guy because he filters for you. Cavern Whisperer. Oh yeah, I mean it's also a mutate thing. But it likes Mystic Subdual. I mean, okay, fine. Whatever. I won't argue. More Mystic Subdual? Or another Skull Prophet? This is a very good red card, by the way. Just like as a comment. It's removal and draw, basically, for 2 mana. Durable Coil Bug. No thank you. Memory Leak. Feels their hand. You choose a card and exile it. This is like, I don't know. This card was printed at like a cost of 1 and a black, or maybe just a single black. But it has cycling, I guess, so it's a little better than that. I'm thinking of Thoughtseize, I guess. What is Thoughtseize? Yeah, it costs a single black mana, nothing else. And they discard it instead of exiling it, and you also lose 2 life. So it's like, it's worse for sure. I'm kind of like, we could take another Skull Prophet, right? 2 mana ramp. It's also a 3/1. It likes Mystic Subdual again. I guess like getting rid of mutate stuff is pretty cool. Sure. Oh shit! I already forgot. We're trying to run this guy. Alright, well, let's put that one away. I don't know. Maybe I can put them back. We'll see. Call of the Death Dweller. Turn up to 2 target creature cards with mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Give 1 Death Touch and the other Menace. Oh, actually, give a Death Touch and a Menace counter split however you like. Glowstone Recluse is a good mutate target. What the hell is Boot Nipper? This one? Oh, it's just a totally fine 2 mana card, huh? Those are kind of cool. Ugh, I feel so bad about drafting another Mystic Subdual when I was trying to build a Highlander deck. Boot Nipper, huh? I don't know, this guy's just a pretty cool, like... How much do I have that mutates? One card? I guess that's not very impressive, is it? Okay, fair enough. Night Squad Commando can create a token, which we sort of care about for Bastion and Poacher. But I think it's probably better to just like take a decent creature. Sure. Hampering Snare is pretty mediocre. We don't want another Poacher, really. Evolving Wilds will help us. I mean, it's another color fixer. We've got 14 cards, 11 of which are spells. Could take just an Aegis Turtle. Dark Bargain's pretty meh. Might be Evolving Wilds. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Reconnaissance Mission is a very powerful enchantment when it like actually works. How's my curve? It's actually pretty low. Well, it's medium, I guess. I don't know if I'm excited to run Honey Mammoth. I think like Reconnaissance Mission might be the best. Okay. Facet Reader. Oh, Phase Dolphin. I think Phase Dolphin is a little bit nuts. Even if it only gets to go off once, if it can hit like a Thieving Otter or anything when you have Reconnaissance Mission up, it's pretty great. I think I'll just take probably a Facet Reader. I don't know. I've gotten wrecked by Phase Dolphin in Constructed on occasion. But, okay, cool. It likes Facet Reader better anyway. Green and white. Oh, not going to take that one. Not just because of the colors, but because it doesn't do anything. You control a human and a non-human. How many creatures do I have? 7. 3 of them are humans, so actually it's not like that unlikely. And the other stuff all kind of sucks. Sure, let's take it. It even agrees, look at that. Springjaw Trap? Huh. Okay. Kind of some weird removal. Or Plummet. Actually, probably just taking a cycling card is the best. Yeah. I don't like any of this, but between these two, like, I'd prefer the Facet Reader, obviously, but we're trying to draft Highlander, so between Unexpected Fangs and Hampering Snare, I think I prefer the Unexpected Fangs. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe, like, the cycling is just a little bit more useful. I don't know, whatever. I'll take Unexpected Fangs. I could take another Thornwood Falls, which is allowed even with my Highlander setup. I could take Crustacean, but I don't... God, I'm so low on creatures. What the hell have I been drafting? Why does it say it has 0 elementals, by the way? Is that because it's in my sideboard? I guess. That's kind of funny. There's a lot of tags I have 0 of, not just elemental, right? But okay, that's the one that's in my sideboard. Fair enough. Well, you could take a Crustacean, but I think I'd rather take another Thornwood Falls and, I don't know, try to just pick whatever creatures I can that are in my colors. Probably sideboarding that. I don't know. They're all, like, not good. Well, sure, we'll draft that forest. Why not? Oh my god, it's the green, black, blue bomb card. What does this one do? Beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. Exile a card from your graveyard. Add a colorless mana. Spend this mana only to cast a colored spell without X in its mana cost. So this is some kind of like ramp thing? And also a self-mill thing? But it's like, it's on 4 mana. How much ramp do you need? I don't know. Could be a thing. Prefers Frostlinks. Where the hell is Frostlinks? This? Just like a generic 3 mana card? I'm kind of surprised Titan's Nest is so bad. I guess it is. Alright, fair enough. I guess I was right in saying, like, what do you need ramp for on 4 mana? An alert Heed Bonder. Oh, that's the same thing we decided we didn't want. We already have the turtle. We can take an Anticipate, but it likes Frostlinks, and that seems fine. Okay. We definitely do need more creatures. Archipelagore. It's a mutate creature that keeps things tapped a lot. I think I'd rather have a Dreamtail Heron, probably. Oh, it disagrees. It says Archipelagore is nuts. Whisper Squad? What the hell is Whisper Squad? Here it is. Okay, yeah, a self-synergy, no thank you. We're not going to be getting a lot of these, and if we did, we might not play them because we have this companion thing. It's unclear whether that'll be worthwhile, but I bet it will. Okay, I mean, Archipelagore, like another 7... I don't have that many expensive cards. I didn't end up taking very many. Fair enough. Okay, we'll take an expensive card. Wingspan Mentor. Put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control. Oh, that seems great. And put counters on everything with flying. Lead the Stampede. I don't have enough creature density for this to be good, I don't think. Cavern Whisperer, I think, is totally fine also. Let's Farfinder. Not good. Okay. I think we want the Wingspan Mentor. But Cavern Whisperer I would be happy to pick up later. It said, Farfinder. The one card I said is horrible. It's just saying, look, you have 3 colors. Don't you think you need a colorless color fixer? I disagree. We have plenty of color fixing, I think. We already have an Of One Mind, and Wingspan Mentor is therefore the card that I would prefer. Plus, you know, we need creatures, right? Insatiable Hemophage, we could take a 3rd. What do you guys think? This Wingfold Terran, I think, is fine. Thwart the enemy. Nah. Mutual Destruction? No, probably not. Yeah, no thanks. I think I'll take the Wingfold Terran, another big... God, really? I don't think it understands. What's this Sapphire Crystal? I didn't even look at it. Here. Red, white, or black? Are you insane? I'll take the Terran, thank you very much. And how are we doing? We have 27 cards, but 5 of them are lands, so we're really at 22. Which is like already a little high, actually. We'll probably be cutting some of this stuff. Good news, nothing good in this pack. I guess I'll sideboard to thwart the enemy. Easy Prey. I think that's a totally fine card to take. Unlikely Aid is meh. Why does this have Flash? Seems like it would be totally fine without Flash, right? I guess you can play it after combat on your opponent's turn is the idea. Sure. Anyway, I think we want Easy Prey. Yeah, okay. Mostly because it has cycling. I forget if I said that or not. Neutralize? It's like, it's okay. It has cycling, which is nice, and it's a reasonable counterspell. Dismal Backwater is also an option if we're like too heavy on cards. It does like neutralize, which is fair enough. Let's look around at the deck here. We have 22 like spells and 6 lands. Our curve is okay. I could like afford to cut the Aegis Turtle or the Spinnerets, honestly. They're not that amazing. Oh, I was thinking of Ominous Seas when I was thinking I had a bunch of expensive cards. This is like a card that does something much, much later, but it's not actually expensive. How many of my creatures are humans? I have 12, 4 of them are humans, okay. Just like evaluating whether I should be biasing towards cutting humans or non-humans. Looks like I should bias towards cutting non-humans. I mean, like, a neutralize seems totally fine to put in the deck. Or we could take this, like, ambush thing, just because it's, like, a cycling one. Or this land. I think... I don't know. The idea with playing a lot of cycling cards is that you can... like, just run fewer... You can run more spells if you can afford to say, oh, I drew this one, I didn't want it, let's throw it away. And if it only costs 1, that's not too high a cost. You can run fewer lands and more spells that way is the idea. Same as kind of the dual-faced cards in Zendikar Rising. But I think Neutralize is just pretty useful. I'll take it. Polywog Symbiote. it's a pretty good like mutate synergy card. I'm not sure if I have enough mutate stuff to really make it good though. Right? I basically have like where the heck even are they? I have one Hemophage and the Archipelagore, and that's it. But it's still like a 2-mana 1/3, which is fine. Clearly better than anything else here, I think. Yeah. Okay. I never did take an Anticipate, right? I think it would be fine. We already have a Honey... No, we don't have a Honey Mammoth. We could take that instead. I think they're both alright. It hates the Honey Mammoth a lot. Okay, fair enough. But it's actually mostly just because of colors. It doesn't like us drafting double green. How green are we? We're not very green, I guess. Is it really worth running green just for Bushwag, Spinnerets, and Skull Prophet? Like, no, those cards are all bad. Why am I running green? Mostly because I don't have anything else I could draft. I could play. Yeah, there is that, huh? I think I am going to run green just because I have like a couple of dual color green lands, so it's not that big an inconvenience, and the green cards I have are better than the non-green cards that I have in my sideboard. Which says that I could run Honey Mammoth, but 2 green is kind of a lot. I only want to run like, I don't know, 4 green lands maybe? I'll take it. There's that egg, a mutate synergy, but we don't have nearly enough mutate for it. Oh, on the other hand, there's another Honey Mammoth, so I don't really want that. Okay, we'll just sideboard this. Lead the Stampede is just junk. It's like, hey, why don't you try drafting a white card? I don't know, we'll just draft another forest. And a Sleeper Dart. And another forest. At least I'll have some nice forests to run, right? I think I probably prefer Unlikely Aid. Yeah. Convolute is fine, actually. Okay, so we have some cutting to do, obviously. Out of curiosity, what do you think I should run? You think I should cut all the green, I assume, right? Just play blue-black. This is like a comically... I don't think this is a very good deck at all. Not just its suggestion, but like what I have is also bad. So we're running like too many forests, first of all. Like I just sort of drafted these for fun. I think the dual lands are enough. The triple lands, yeah. I have 4 forests just in here. So these are basically ways to like add a little green to my otherwise blue-black mana base. I never did take the blue-black one. But I have this, which is fine. And this. So number of lands that I am running right now is 415. That's like definitely a low. Is there any reason that I could justify running such a small number? I don't think so. We have a number of large cards. So what we have to do is like cut the ones that aren't good. Bastion of Remembrance kind of blows. Like I just don't have nearly enough creatures to make this good. And where's the Poacher? I don't really have many little creatures either. I have like 2. That's about it. And I kind of want to keep them around for mutate targets anyway. So I think we get rid of the Poacher. And now we're at 40 cards, but we kind of need to remove, like, I think 2 more to put in more land. One each of blue and black, probably. Maybe I don't even need that much black. I have so much blue stuff. Funnily enough, my green is all like early. So you can never play these on turn 1 if you don't run any forests, which is too bad. But I have so much early blue. Oh my god. And mid-game blue and late-game blue. Like what can I cut here? This Skull Prophet kind of sucks. But it is ramp, and like it'll help me get to these expensive guys. I think it has to be like some of my instants, like my combat tricks are not that exciting, really. Easy Prey I think I keep, because removal is a little bit better than a combat trick generally. 1/1 counter and lifelink, I don't know, it's probably not going to be that good most of the time. And let's maybe get rid of the spinnerets. I have a couple of flyers now, I think, and I'm not that worried about getting locked out of the game by flyers. Alright, let's run like 6 of these. And in island, we'll run, I don't know, oh, these are cool. There you go, now we're up to 40. I think this is a terrible deck. I did not feel competent at any time while drafting this deck. We got Danger Dan over here. Danger Dan, everybody. This is fine. I wish I could play this card, but we'll draw green eventually, right? Ominous Seas. Wish I could have played this last turn. I think we play the Boot Nipper first with Death Touch, probably. Obviously, against an empty board, Lifelink is better, but my opponent's board I do not expect to stay empty. Oh, I didn't even think about the cycling triggers for this. Okay, well now I can play a land face down, because I don't have anything I want to play for 3 anyway. Okay, so this is supposed to go with cycling cards. I somehow missed this feature. I'm like, this is looking very ominous indeed, is how I would describe the situation at this time. Well, whatever. I didn't have anything else to play on this turn, so I think I'll still pick Death Touch. They're threatening an 8/8 before too long, right? And it won't be too long before I can play my Archipelagor, which is basically just going to be like a generic 7/7. Oh, I can play this too? Play this first, I think? Yeah. A 7/7 flyer would be like way cooler. I'm sorry? Oh, this only costs 6. Hang on, look at... I see, so its mutate cost is 6, but I have the Polywog, making its mutate cost be, in fact, 5. So I can actually play it this turn. Although, shouldn't I wait and play it on this? I think so. I want to get a flyer down and then mutate the flyer. I can't play it in the other order. And we'll give it hexproof. Oh my god, that's so disgusting. Alright, you ever get to play like a 7-mana hexproof, a hexproof 7/7 flyer? You don't get that choice very often. And I can keep attacking with the 2/1, right? They're about to make their 8/8, so I might want the 2/1 available to block that, but actually I don't really care that much. Like if I kill the 6/6 instead, it's sort of fine. What I want to do is get in 2 more damage. Maybe I attack with everything so that the 7/7 flyer is lethal next turn. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, right? Okay, let's see if this resolves first. I assume it will. Like, what are they going to do? Oh, your choice of flying or hexproof. Can't be flying and hexproof. That does seem fairer. We'll make it flying. Not the Polywog, huh? Interesting. They're scared of my damage. Okay. They're not gonna... Oh, they can make this on their turn. Sure, why not? No counters, please? Oh, it worked. Okay. I want it to be 7/7, please. This way. And I will tap that one, I guess? I mean, I can attack... I don't know, this seems fine, right? Just kill him? Okay, resolve. Nope, no reach for you. Well, that was a fun little combo. I'm thinking I should maybe cut Ominous Seas now that I realize, like, I don't really have the cards to make it do anything. Right? Like, the whole point is to play it with a bunch of cycling, and I don't have that much. I have the Facet Reader, I guess. And I have a Startling Development, and Easy Prey, and Neutralize. Of One Mind. Okay, maybe I do have enough draw to make this work. It's like a little optimistic, but sure, it could happen. I still think this deck is awful. I refuse to let that win color my judgment. Good, good mana base for sure, and I get to start with Ominous Seeds if I want. Yeah, I think I skip the Aegis Turtle early, play Thornwood Falls, and then, like, a swamp or something, and eventually go searching for a forest with Evolving Wilds, or probably, honestly, another island might be better. It depends what I end up drawing. But we want that Ominous Seas going as quickly as possible. It's more important to get one counter on this than it is to get in 0 damage with a turtle, right? That's sort of the idea there. I mean, that's not really, it's really not about the turtle. It's about my turn 3 play. Because I could play this turtle on 1, seas on 2, and then on turn 3 I don't have a play unless I draw more lands. And so I'd rather like delay getting the turtle out by several turns because it doesn't really do anything in order to guarantee I get the otter out on time. Any plans to do anything? Yeah, there we go. Boy, that sound does go on forever, doesn't it? All right, well, turns out maybe I could have gotten away with playing differently here. Because I did draw a land. Red, but still passing. Okay, yeah, definitely could have gotten away with it. Let's just not tell them I'm black? I don't know. It doesn't seem likely to matter, of course. I'd really like to draw a creature. Oh, this is like the perfect creature. Oh my god. Because I get to attack, and that draws a card, and then I get this. Let's play this first, and then if I happen to draw a 1-mana card, I can like... Actually, no. What I should do, because the only 1-mana card I could draw that I might want to play is green. So what I should do is play another island and leave the green untapped. Although, then I can't play this if I don't draw anything? This card sucks. Who cares? I don't know, so does my 1/1, right? Yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, also, that can tap for blue anyway. What am I thinking? Right? That's the blue-green? Yeah, perfect. So it would have auto-tapped for me that way. But at least I was thinking it through. It was green! Oh my god, I'm so smart! Another one? Okay. Well, now I think I can afford to play this and search for another swamp. Ah, I can also attack with the Bushwag if I want, instead of leaving the Neutralize open. How do I feel about where this game is going? Do I want to just get in a little damage? Or do I want to counter whatever 5-mana play they have? I feel like I would prefer to counter something. And stop them getting in damage as well. You know what I could do, though, is I could just threaten to buff this, and then they let me in, and this way I get 1, but I can still counter them. Really? Oh, I did this wrong. This is not a land. I don't... I should have not played the turtle yet, and then this would have worked. This isn't how... Yeah, okay. I mean, it is a land, but it's not like... not a card that does anything. It doesn't give me mana, right? Okay. I don't like that. You can cycle another card? I assume so. Or maybe not. Even if you just get in the 2 extra damage and you don't manage to kill the turtle, that's like fine for you, I assume. That's annoying. I was assuming I could counter whatever effects they had with neutralize if I wanted to. But I guess cycling is, since it's not a spell, I can't actually do that. Alright, this isn't going so great. Let me attack, though? No creatures, please? Actually, even if they play a creature, I can counter it. Which I think is worth doing. Because it gets me in for some draw, which is doubly good right now. I play this first, and a 3/6 is a little hard for them to deal with here, but not actually impossible. I genuinely don't know if I should give it flying or hexproof. Probably flying, I guess. They'll have some removal, but they probably can't like zap it for 6 damage, right? I think they probably have 2 cycling activators, but if they do, it means they can hit me for 12. And so I'll just like throw this creature away, I guess. Make them actually use those counters or cyclers. I don't want to take 12 damage. For all I know, I might be taking like more than 12 if I don't block. Okay, it currently does not, huh? Yeah. I think I can attack with my otter here to just make them lose the 3/2. Also, I don't know if I should mutate now that I think about it, because I need creatures more than I need like this effect to do anything. I'm getting an 8/8 soon, right? So the idea is to like try to stay alive until that happens. Which can be now? Didn't think of that. What's the plan? Oh, I'm so happy to have this. I think I'll attack with the 8/8 here. If I assume they'll like try to do some cycling to kill it. And then they'll like double block, right? And I can kill one of them and be like, haha, gotcha. Oh, this costs 3. I'm so stupid. I thought it only cost 2, but looking at it, it's a pretty good creature, right? But now I'm bluffing, right? All right, I got away with it. Nope. Hate that. Okay, well. Indestructible doesn't help with exile, right? Okay. I'm happy to be able to block and kill that. The 4/4 is still a problem, but it'll be much weaker in a moment once this guy dies. Blocking with only 1, or attacking with only that one. Interesting. That's a thought. If I play this first, then I can determine whether it resolved before I block. But it's going to resolve, right? It's just more a question of how much cycling do they have. And so I'd rather just like... Actually, this is dumb. They're never going to spend more mana. I should have done it the other way. I was never going to trick them into like spending mana on cycling. Ugh. I might have had a chance if my... What is this, a Kraken or something? Yeah, if my Kraken had survived. But it's not at all surprising that it didn't. Why am I running this? What? Why did that get a special animation even? I could attack with the 3/3, I guess. They don't have a good block for it unless they have a cycling card, which I think they don't. I don't know. I mean, I'm like gonna die, right? They'll just let this in and not worry about me? Yeah. But like, I wasn't gonna be able to kill their stuff anyway, right? Or survive, for that matter. I could triple block and kill this. Oh, but then another cycling card kills me. That's kind of dumb, huh? Oh no, this guy, if this guy gets through it, I'm dead. If this guy gets through, I'm probably dead. I think they don't have any more cycling, though. So, you can only do 3 damage in your first strike phase, which you put... Oh, you put it here and here, and then you still kill me. was blocking this guy. Yeah, I can't survive anything. So I guess instead I just throw away a creature and another creature, hoping to draw a card that says you win the game on it. No such cards in the deck, though. So that's what the cycling deck is supposed to do, I think. Just like have a bunch of cycling payoff cards and have it not even really matter what you draw, just like draw a bunch of cycling garbage. They basically killed me with just 2 marmosets. They eventually played some other stuff, but it wasn't that important. This is fine. Yeah. Got all my colors covered. I can't play this on 1, but I can play it on 2. It's sort of fine. And I have like a super duper late game card here. So what is it you get to reveal? A creature or land, I see. Ah, Adventure Awaits. That's the one in Zendikar Rising. I remember now. Ugh. Well. Okay, at least maybe I can counter something important. And I do have this guy available as like a mana sink on turn 4 if I want. Frost Links? I don't really care, you can have it. My 1/1 wasn't doing that much. Just delaying it by 1 turn. And you get a 2/2 on the board, which is nice of course, but... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And we'll be able to play this soon. I was sort of hoping I might have drawn Ominous Seas by the time I got to it, so I could make use of the counters. Okay. But, I mean, drawing 4 cards is way better than, like, waiting a long time to draw 4 cards. No blocks, I guess? I think we attack with the 1/1 first. And if they for some reason block, then we can buff it. Holding it back on defense with 0 mana available is not going to be a successful play, so we might as well get in the 1 damage. What's opponent playing, by the way? Red, blue, green. Okay, this is some good stuff. Eventually. This would be easy prey, right? Yeah. Enchanting that would be kind of cute. But I think for now we just play like a 3/6 flyer. And now is the time for Evolving Wilds. I could attack with the 1/1 first for the same reason that I did before. I think it's still correct. Did I end up taking the Honey Mammoth? I think I want a second green, right? I already have 2 green. And 2 black. Oof. Sort of hoping they wouldn't play anything too nasty while I was sitting here waiting. What? What do you have for 0 mana? A cycling ability? No. You just want to get in a bunch of damage? For some reason? Give me more... Wow. More blue? I don't know. I'm up to 7 mana, so an 8th means this guy could become a 7/7. So it's kind of useful to just float all my mana. And I think I can get away with attacking with the 3/6 because I also threaten to bring this down onto the ground. Okay, that's how I'm going to start getting in damage, I guess. I don't know, maybe I should have held this back because the opponent's threatening to attack with several creatures. But I've also got... Easy Prey only works on my stuff, which is not so impressive. I think it's important to have 8 mana open here. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, attacking with this was a bad idea. I thought they would not be so brazen as to attack with everything, but there's no real reason to believe that. This costs 4, by the way. This sucks. Let them in for 8, I guess? And hope they don't have any spells that do anything? This attack was so greedy. I was like, I gotta kill him eventually, but like, that's... Now is not the time to worry about that. I needed another blocker that could kill this without spending any mana. Oh, I mean, that's not too bad. They just kept their creatures alive. I have 9 mana, so I still want this option available for 8. But I can't really afford that because I can't let any creatures get in. Well, this has 0 attack. It would be sort of fine. And I could block these two and like that. Or I can just play a Death Touch Mutate on my 2/2. Or my 1/1. Oh, maybe you play it on this guy. Or maybe just like play a dang Death Touch card. Like, who cares about... I don't know, this gives me a little life to work with, I guess. And a 1/2 doesn't really do anything at the moment. Oh, it's a human. Amazing. Okay, let's see what we can manage. The Death Touch threatens are 6/6. I can't deal with 2 of these, I don't think. Still only red, blue, green, not any weird stuff. All right, we've stymied them a bit here. Oh, another Death Touch. Well, I could have gotten away with that apparently. I think I can attack with the flyer now. This only costs 1, so let's do it. I'm gonna mute him in a second. Easy Prey might be worse than this turtle, actually. Yeah. Obviously I would have liked lifelink, but it's not like it's going to get to attack many times, right? So Death Touch is more valuable. There's their third Honey Mammoth. Okay, well, I'm glad I got a second Death Touch then. Okay, you have some combat trick or something? Maybe give it Trample? That would be pretty sad. You're pretty low on mana. What are you going to do for 1 green? Just trading them, or...? Nope. Okay. This is actually like, it does gain 1 life. It's better than a swamp. I still have 16 cards, so activating this a ton is still great. But I'm like, gaining 1 life good? Is that better than like an average card in my deck? I think the answer has to be no. Because if it's yes, I'm really sad. And then we just attack with a 7/7 and a 3/3. I still have enough blockers back, right? Yeah, unless they remove any of them. I have enough green? Yes. Oh no, they only have 3 attackers, so... Oh yeah, I need all 3 of my guys, huh? It's a little greedy to attack with 7/7. I could just go in with the 3/6, or just with the 7/7. That's maybe better, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I would happily trade this for their 6/6, of course. You should have blocked this as 0/2 as well, I think, to prevent the trample damage, but I guess not if you have some plan. Oh, I mean with a 2/2, so you could actually kill this. Okay. So you had a plan to kill it. I don't like that very much. First strike? Surely not. Oh my god. I should have played this first, I guess. Yeah, making this a flyer might have been better, huh? Or even just playing it? We're throwing away the otter to the 6/6, I believe. Oh dear. Alright, it's only one. But that's still too many. What a first strike. I don't know why first strike matters here. Like, I know everything in your hand, and I don't think anything you're doing matters. I could block the 1/3 into something, but I don't see any reason to do so. It's pretty exciting. Could make this a very large flyer. This costs 3 mana to activate. This is 6, and the amount that I have is 8, so I can't do both. They both cost 6, so it's a question of which of these do I want. It's like making this a 4/7 is really, really good. But like also making this a 7/7 is insane. Oh. This one? Now we threaten lethal next turn? This isn't going to do anything to me. This I can block cheaply. Wait, can I activate this? I can. Oh, the mutate cost for that was less. I don't totally understand that. But I don't need to, right? And I might need it to block somehow? If I play like a haste creature or remove something? Okay. Alright, I don't like that. It means I don't get to attack with it next turn. But that's fine, I can wait. I'll just play this and be content. I don't know, I guess I could play... I have enough. Yeah, let's do this. I have enough cards in my deck. I don't know that I need this, but also I don't need to give these things counters either right now. So let's just get rid of my land and play another blocker. Oh, that was a questionable game. I don't know. Definitely made some mistakes. I remember attacking with the 3/6 was way too greedy, and I'm sure there were others that I don't remember so clearly because they're in the past.